いいか？油断できない相手だ。気を引き締めていくぞ。
いい気迫だ。我が剣でその思いに応えよう。
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
God damn, this game looks incredible. Hey everyone, it's Rosin. Welcome to Back Alley Knife Fights. This is the series where I try to improve at fighting games. Maybe it'll happen someday, who knows. But I know last time around I said that I was going to be playing some Under Night for y'all, just because I feel like that game's tutorial is a really good primer for how to play fighting games and what to look for when you play these types of games. Just because I've gotten a lot of feedback from people, like, you know, in the comments on Discord and just in general on Twitter and all that, from people saying that, like, you know, they're just very unfamiliar with how these games work and, you know, like, are very, very beginner level. So I thought that would be good for those people to watch, just to kind of get a feel for what to do in these games and how they're played. But I got sidetracked by this, and, oh god, this game just looks amazing. Did you see those two clashes? That was dope. This is Granblue Fantasy Versus. This is the latest Arc Systems Works fighting game being made. They've also made Guilty Gear and BlazBlue are their big two games. But you also may remember them as being the people who made Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I played last time around. So they've just been on a roll as of late, making really, really damn good games. BlazBlue Cross Tag is also great. They've kind of stolen Capcom's lunch money these past few years, in my opinion. Just putting out really, really good stuff. So basically, this game is based off of a gacha game that's very popular out east and has a dedicated following in the West just because it's not really officially released out here, to my understanding. You have to go through some loopholes to get the actual game in the West. But you may be familiar with it because there is an action RPG being made too that I think is called like Granblue Relink or something. I don't remember what that game is called off the top of my head, unfortunately. But it's an action RPG, and it used to be it used to have some involvement by Platinum Games, so people got excited about that, but then Platinum ended up leaving that project, it seems like. But then, yeah, there's also this fighting game now, too, which I applied to be in the closed beta, and I got in. So I recorded about 3.5 hours worth of matches last night, and I didn't play any today. The last little beta session was today, but I feel like I had my fill. So right here, you can see a match between Fairy and Catalina. Catalina, I think, is going to be my main in this game. Obviously, when the full game's out, I want to test all of the characters in the roster. But I really like Catalina. We fought a Fairy at the very start of this video, who I made very quick work of. They did not seem to really be knowing what they were doing. I felt a little bad for going so hard on them, but, you know, that's how these games go. That being said, I do think that this is going to be a very good fighting game for getting people into fighting games. I think that they knew that this was a fighting game that was being made to appeal to an audience that normally plays like RPGs or like gacha games. And it's a little hard to ask that audience to move on to something like a traditional 2D fighter. So they really did a genius job at designing this game to really work for those people, I feel. For one thing, it's a lot more reined in and slower paced than your normal anime fighting game like Guilty Gear or something. Like, there's a lot less dashing around and stuff and, you know, crazy stuff happening on the screen. Like, this is a lot more chill. And I'm not gonna lie, I do wish it was maybe a little bit faster, but at the same time I can acknowledge that, you know, this is gonna be a great thing for people that this is gonna be their first fighting game that they want to, you know, take seriously. It's very accessible just because it's very easy and readable to see what is going on screen, whereas other fighting games sometimes shit can just be way too fast. You only have so many different attack buttons, and one thing that they have that is really cool is they have a special shortcut input. Basically, your R1 button, I believe it is, you can hit R1 and a directional, and one of your special moves will pop out. Normally in fighting games, you have to activate a input like quarter circle forward or like a dragon punch, like Shoryuken motion. And those still have a place in this game, and actually you're going to want to do them. Because basically how it works in this game is that each of your moves that you use has a cooldown. You can see the 4 icons next to the character portrait and the life bars there. So how it works is that if you use one of your special moves using that R1 plus directional cooldown, or that input, your moves are going to take a lot longer to cool down. So what you want to do is you want to learn how to actually use the proper inputs like a traditional fighting game. But I really think that this is a cool system because it lets people who are giving these games a go for their first time play them and fully use their character's moveset and kind of slowly but surely learn the game at a level and at a pace that's just more comfortable. I got my ass kicked by Charlotta there. There's a lot of Charlotta players in the beta. So yeah, like players that do the actual traditional inputs are going to have an advantage, but the special input system, or like the shortcut input, whatever they're calling it, is going to be a great thing for people that are just getting into these games and are going to feel discouraged, would feel discouraged otherwise if they can't access all their characters' moves and stuff. So really good work by ArcSys making this game and making sure that the audience that likes the source material can give this a go and really understand how they're played. God, this game just also, it looks amazing. I really like it. And I'm going to shut up here for a second because another intro is about to play, and I think it's better if I just let y'all watch it.
やべえな。相手は兄さんか。やれるか。カタリナやめて。
いや、ここは僕に任せて。
ルリア、危ないから下がっていなさい。決着はすぐにつく。
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Like, look at that shit. Isn't that, like, amazing? God damn, I fucking love the look and, like, everything about this game. Not gonna lie, I do find the character designs, at least from what I've seen from the characters in this beta so far, maybe a little more traditional and, dare I say, generic than I usually like in my fantasy anime type stuff. I mean, the designs aren't bad, it's just, I think, I wish they were a little more stylized. That's just my personal opinion, though. And also, I'm kind of hit or miss on the soundtrack so far. It feels very, very traditional fantasy fare. Some really cool songs, though. I really like Fairy's theme a lot, actually. I was out walking today and listening to that. It's a really good track. Yeah, I mostly played with Catalina here in this beta. I got a little bit of time in with Gran, who is very easy to use, actually. He's gonna be a really great beginner character. Both Catalina and Gran have the traditional charge attack, as in charge forward, like Tatsumaki type attack, invincible dragon punch, uppercut type move, and a projectile. So they're both pretty good beginner characters. Catalina's a little bit better at mid-range, and Granblue Gran, not Granblue, that's the name of the game, not him. Gran seems a little bit better at getting up close. Is this gonna kill me? Oh no, okay, there we go. Oh geez, I think I fucked up punishing, but it's okay. I won out at the clash, haha. But yeah, if you're picking this game up, I highly encourage you to maybe get your feet wet with Catalina or Gran first, just because they're very basic but very effective characters to learn this game with. The only real complaint I have, other than the fact that maybe I wish the game was maybe a little bit faster, and even then I think that's just a taste thing that I kind of got used to as the game went on, is I feel like throws are kind of useless in this game. They've definitely, they have their place, as with any fighting game. But I felt like the range on the throws in this game were just really short, and it made me not want to use them as often as I do in other fighting games. And uppercut super... Oh, I was just off, but oh well. But yeah, like, if you want to learn fighting games, maybe give this a look when it comes out. I think that it's... Yeah, it doesn't look like this game has a release date yet, unfortunately, but maybe we'll learn more at, like, EVO or something, who knows. But I really liked what I played of this so far, and I can see me spending a lot of time with this one when it fully comes out, and haha, EX Dragon Punch, fuck yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little look at the closed beta here, and I encourage y'all pick this up. It's really fucking fun, so see you next time.